Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you all are doing amazing and that you're staying safe and staying sane at the same time. Again, I'm super excited about today's video, and in today's video we're going to get candid, real talk. In today's video, we're going to be sharing about things they don't tell you about full-time entrepreneurship when you're young. Disclaimer, when you're young. So I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy this video, so please stay tuned for more of this. Again, I'm joined by my best friend, and she's going to introduce herself, tell us exactly what she does, what her business is all about, and then now we can get started with the video. So, take it off.
Okay, thank you for having me.
My
name is I am a full-time entrepreneur. So I do two things mainly. So one, I am an events planner. So I own a business called Events Planner Kenya. I'll be sharing the link
down below.
Yeah, so what we do events planning, we do wedding planning, we also do wedding day coordination, and we do decor and design for events. So anything events, we are the plug. So that's what I do full time. I also do, I'm an Airbnb host in Mombasa. So if you're coming down to Mombasa and you need a really nice place to stay for 1 day, 2 day, a whole month, a whole year, I am still the person to do it too. Yeah.
Okay, so great. Where's your house?
My house is in Bamburi Fisheries. Yes, so if you're coming down, just call me. I am the plug. Yeah.
Okay.
We can also leave the link down
below.
Yeah.
Please make sure uangalie camera ndio utakafanya tukirecord camera baba.
Okay.
So first of all, guys, I think we'll start with a little bit of background. How did you find yourself into entrepreneurship? Is this something you always knew you were going to do? And at this point, first of all, we are both 25 years. So you can share your journey finding yourself into entrepreneurship and how that was.
I think I've always, first of all, since I was like younger, I used to have this desire of not having an 8-to-5 job. You know, so I always kept saying I want to have like many hustles, many different businesses that I can just manage from home. Yeah, but definitely after school life, you have to go for internship and then you get a job. So I got a job in the events industry. I was employed, and then COVID happened. Okay. When COVID happened, when COVID happened, I kind of lost my job, so I had to think of what I can do, and I was like, why can't I start my own thing? And then I decided to start my own company, and that's how I found myself as a full-time entrepreneur.
Okay, so I think that's the same thing for me as well, but now on my side, it was more of a decision I made last year. I think some of you watched the video I did about quitting my job in the middle of a global pandemic, and at that time I had so much fire, and I decided I want to do full-time entrepreneurship because, as she's also said, I've always been the kind of person who really thinks outside the box. Actually, I don't think like there's any box. As I was saying, so for me, I kind of thought it was a decision I made. I quit my job and I decided to do full-time entrepreneurship, which I did for close to 1 year, and that's what I'm going to do. The lessons I learned during that period is what we're going to share. So I think, do I start or you want to start? Okay, so for me, the first thing I really learned, and things they don't tell you, I think even if they do, I feel like there's not enough emphasis about this thing. You know, you watch people and they're doing entrepreneurship full time and no one ever tells you the struggle. Very few people will be honest and tell you like it's not a bed of roses as you would think. So for me, the first thing would be never stop learning. If it's, you know, I think I learned that lesson the hard way. And the thing about entrepreneurship is every day is a different day. You know, when you're employed somewhere, there's a routine you develop over time, and you know, when you wake up, probably you have a meeting at this time, you have you always have a routine when you're employed. But now when you're an entrepreneur, it's so different. Like every day is different, every challenge you face is different, every struggle you face is different, every client you meet is different. So I think for me, the thing I really can emphasize for people out there who really want to do entrepreneurship full time is never stop learning. In fact, invest in your learning. You know, we're so quick to invest our money in money markets. We're so quick to invest our money in money markets. We hear about SACCOs, banks, but I feel like it's very few people speak about investment in your education, which is very important. As an entrepreneur, I think that's the time I started doing online courses. I did the Google Digital Skills for Africa, the digital fundamentals of digital marketing, and you get to realize you really can't stop learning. Every single day you have to be intentional. Go online. There's too much information online, guys. As in nowadays, ignorance is a choice. I mean, like ignorance is not bliss anymore. Go search for information. Look for if you have people like me. At least my best friend is also an entrepreneur, so we then exchange notes. When we are about to give up, we encourage each other. You know what? We know what we want to get at the end of the day, and we have to keep pushing. So every day, make sure you wake up, have a routine that enables you to have, like, even if it's 1 hour every day, to learn something. Go on to YouTube University, go on to Google Digital Skills for Africa. If you can sign up if you have money to go to school, do these courses, please do, because at the end of the day, the thing about entrepreneurship, you see, for example, if you're employed, if you fall sick today, the work will still continue, because there's a whole structure, there's departments, there's everything. But if you're an entrepreneur, especially a solo entrepreneur, if you fall sick today, your business stops. That's the thing. So either you mentor other people, or you just have to ensure you're very versatile in terms of your knowledge. You know?
I think on the same point also, definitely it's a business, so you're dealing with money and finances. You also have to learn how to be your own accountant, how to pay people. If you have people working for you, you have to learn how to pay people. You have to learn how to separate your personal finances with your business finances. So you have to keep learning. My point is, one thing as an entrepreneur, as you're starting your business, you have to use money to make money. You have to have money to make money. You need capital to start your business. You need money to promote your business online. You need money to do your day-to-day things when you're running your business. So you have to have money to start a business. Yes. Be an entrepreneur.
True. And I think the point about money is, the thing I always say, do not wake up one day and decide you're an entrepreneur. It doesn't work like that. I think the worst part is, us young people have been made to believe that it's an easy road. So everyone nowadays is saying, I'm tired of 8 to 5, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm tired of someone being my boss and micromanaging me, and I'm going to be an entrepreneur. First of all, that's a wrong attitude to have. I think you need to plan. For her it was different because she lost her job and she had to find a solution to, you know, you can't sit down and say, I don't have a job, I'm miserable. No, but in case you are privileged enough to still have a job and have the idea, I think my advice would be, this is actually my second point, but I'm linking it to her point. Don't just wake up and decide you're going to entrepreneurship. Have a plan. It's not easy. The thing about capital, you see, for example, if you don't have a plan, nobody has $1 million in their account. Okay, some people have, but at our age, it's like maybe 5% of people who have that kind of money to start a business. So you need to know, for example, if you want to start your own business at 27 and you're 25, you have 2 years. So in these 2 years, every single month, how much will I be saving for me to have this 1 million at the end of the 2 years? You know, because if you're privileged enough to still have your 8 to 5, you can work backwards. You know, you say every month I'll put aside 10K towards my business, every month I'll put aside 20K towards my business. So that even when you're starting, you're not starting from scratch. Most of us started from scratch, and it's so hard. It's so much harder that way. So if you can invest, get into a SACCO, so that you can have, it can be easy for you to get credit when you're ready. If you have $1 million, imagine you can get 3 million, and you can do even more things with your business, and it can be bigger and grand. So have a plan. That's the thing. Don't just wake up. Please do not be fooled by social media. These people, first of all, some of them are being paid to do these things. So they'll come tell you, I'm tired, I am done. But you don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. You don't know, probably the YouTube is paying them millions, and you're there, you go follow what they're doing, and you end up really suffering. So have a plan and have capital. So in terms of capital, it doesn't, and then
with your business.
Exactly. We're not saying that you need $1 million to start a business. No, there's some businesses where you can even start with 5K. And I'm going to put a card up here where I did businesses you can start with 10,000 bob. So don't think that you are talking about very big money. No, it can be, you can do makeup, and with makeup, with 10,000 2,000, you can start your business. You can do a service, probably plating people. In fact, with that, you don't even need any money to start. Probably just open your Instagram page, ask a friend, can I plait your hair, and take pictures, and that's how you start. So for me, that's the thing. Never have a plan. Don't just start impromptu. Please don't. And you have to factor in the fact that when you're starting your business or whatever it is you're starting, it can fail. You have to be psychologically prepared for it to fail. So that means you might lose your money, your capital. So I think that brings in the fact that you have to have like an emergency fund. If you're planning to leave your job, you need to quit your job so that you can start entrepreneurship. Have an emergency fund that can sort you out for at least like 6 months before your business kicks out. Okay, so you can explain. Okay, or I can explain what an emergency fund is, because someone could be watching and they don't know what that is. So an emergency fund is an amount of money that you'll set aside that will sustain your lifestyle for those 6 months, with or without a job. So for example, if you go to the salon every month and you spend 2,000, when you quit your job, you should be able to still spend that 2,000 for 6 months without a struggle. So that's the emergency fund. So for example, every month you spend like 100K on your expenses, for example, have 600,000 somewhere, so that people, you know, quitting your job, it doesn't mean now next month everyone should know you quit your job. You know, that's what planning is all about. Having your emergency fund such that in 6 months, in 6 months you'll have sorted yourself. You'll know, okay, am I looking for another job? Am I doing business? You know, it will be easier for you to sort yourself. So I really love your point about I love that.
Another thing about entrepreneurship is you really need to be self-disciplined. Like self-discipline is a major thing. So you see, like for me, I am not an 8 to 5 person. Like I love my sleep. For me, it's more about productivity during my day. Okay, so I have to make sure I have things that I need to do for my business. So I have to make sure I have allocated time to do those things. So it's easy to fall off the wagon because you can be like, I am running my own business, I am doing everything by myself, so I'll just do it on Monday only, and then Monday comes and then you have to do something else. You're not catering to your business, so it's not growing. So you need discipline. And sometimes you see 8 to 5 is like maybe a lot of hours for you, but sometimes you might need more than those hours every day for your business to grow. So it depends. You just need discipline. You know, just make sure that your business is growing.
Yes, absolutely. And in line with her point, I think there's also the aspect of emotional intelligence. And sis, I think we don't get this information enough. We get a lot of information about intelligence, being smart, but I think many people don't focus on emotional intelligence. And one thing I've learned, as you become an adult, that's the thing that's going to set you apart from everyone else. Like, how do you handle stress, first of all? In business, stress is a big deal. Like, you wake up one day, some people wake up, they've lost like a warehouse. The warehouse burned on fire and they didn't have fire insurance. Will you die because of that? You can't. You really have to learn how to manage stress. You have to learn how to manage customers who can get into your head.
You need grace. Jesus.
And you know, sometimes customers can be so entitled. You know, we've been customers as well, and we know what we're saying. And you need so much grace to just put up a show, be calm and collected. Answer them the way they need to be answered. Customer service. And you really need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to learn how to manage your stress, manage your anxiety, manage your expectations. That's another thing. You need to learn how to manage your expectations. And all that is under emotional intelligence. And the thing about emotional intelligence is like it's like a muscle. I think from my own experience, it's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more it becomes stronger. So be intentional about it. Be intentional about and I think even when you feel like you're losing your cool, tell yourself, you know what, I can't lose my cool. I need to become, I need to address these people as respectful as I can, because at the end of the day, I am my brand. And if I ruin my brand, no one has time to come and, it's on you, sis. You know, if it's like Safaricom, I mean, like, if you go and mess up as Sharon Ngugi, who cares? Like, there are millions of others employees. You're just one person. But if it's Sharon Ngugi's business, if I mess up, it's my job to go and clean up my mess. You understand? So, my other point was about...
Before we get to your point, before on emotional intelligence, it doesn't mean now because you have to be nice to your customers. It doesn't mean now you take gotten good crap from clients.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can't handle this person, and just let them go.
Oh, yeah.
Your business won't die or fail because of this one customer. So you also have to have boundaries, like personal boundaries. You also have to have like business boundaries also.
Wow,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it takes a lot of strength to get there, where you can tell a client, you know what, I don't think I'll be able to deliver what you want me to do, so maybe you can get someone else, or you can get another company to do it for you. Yeah, because out here some people feel very entitled.
Yes,
and you're there depressed because of someone, and then they're just like, and they can get their certificate somewhere else.
So that also means never show a customer you're desperate.
Yeah.
It looks bad on you.
Yeah,
really.
it looks very bad.
True.
There has to be mutual respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my other point is about entrepreneurship should come from the point of problem solving. The problem we have as young people is, I see Jalango has started a business, and because I think it's working, I also started Sharon Ngugi. Copy and paste. Exact same business. I see Mercy has started a business because I think it's working for her. I start. Thing is, you can always get ideas, because the Bible even says there's nothing new under the sun. So it doesn't mean that you go create your own business from nowhere else. No, you can see Mercy's business, learn from her, and do it in your own way. But make sure you're solving a particular problem, because the thing about entrepreneurship, if you really want to stand out and if you really want to become a billionaire, think about everyone else who's a billionaire. Jeff Bezos, what did he do? He made sure he created an everything store whereby you get onto Amazon and you can shop anything and everything you want. There was nothing like that before. There was nothing like that. Who else? All these brilliant people, they had a problem they spotted in the society, and they found a solution to that. So that's the thing I'd tell anyone, any young person watching this. What is that particular thing? Like for me, I think if there's one thing that really gets to my nerves, it's people who litter. So every single day, as I'm thinking about a solution, I really try and figure out what business idea can I withdraw from that? What can I create that can solve the problem of walking in Nairobi and finding litter everywhere? As in, I really every time I see litter somewhere, that's the thing that comes to my mind. So it's up to me to think, okay, fine, if I can find something that can solve this problem, then I can tap into that market, and it's a problem, so people will have to use that to solve their problem. And that's exactly what entrepreneurship is. For her, for example, she noticed wedding planning is not an easy thing, and brides are usually, they have so many things in their minds that they're thinking about. Like me thinking about a vendor, please, I don't have time for that. So she comes into that and solves that problem for you. So basically, find a problem in the society and be the solution. That way it will be so much easier for you to make it through. And
it also comes from a place of passion.
Sure.
You don't have to be passionate about business.
That's the thing. That's something they don't tell you by the way.
You don't have to be passionate about what you want to do. As in, if you feel like you can start this thing and run with it, and it can be successful, and you have the energy, why not? As in, just go. As in, okay, like for example, I've just thought of something, like people who own butcheries, as in, where's the passion?
Maybe they do, you never know. But for some it's just a business.
Like there's no passion. I don't think Mama Mboga has passion for cutting boga and selling tomatoes and everything. But some of them, they're very successful.
So I really love that, and I love the fact that you're bringing unpopular opinions, because the thing about passion is that's another thing we can sold to so much. So people out here are scared of getting into business because they're not passionate about it. Sometimes, sis or bro, you have to do what you have to do to survive. You have to make that money, because money makes your life easier. Money makes, as in, it really solves a couple of your problems. So don't say, because I'm not passionate about it, I won't do it. If you have the opportunity, you get. This does not mean now you go and do anything that you hate, because if you hate it, trust me, it's going to be hard for you. And that's where emotional intelligence comes in. You can not like this thing, but you can be disciplined enough to know that this is what is paying my bills, and I'll do it, and I'll do it excellently.
You can run with it.
You can run with it.
And it can be successful.
So I think for me, my last point would be, as an entrepreneur, you have to be ready to be you know the way they say a one-man guitar?
Yeah.
This is the way a one-man guitar will go to a show and they will do everything and people will have so much fun.
Yes.
That's the kind of person you need to be as an entrepreneur. You need to be, as she was saying, an accountant. You need to be a marketer. You need to be a salesperson. You need to be a cleaner.
Your
if you have a shop.
Media manager.
Your social media manager. Because let me tell you, starting a business as a solo entrepreneur is not easy, and you don't have this in too much money to go out and employ people. You'll get to that point definitely, but before you get there, you need to have all the skills, and that's why it's so intertwined to our first point: never stop learning. Don't say, "I think I'm not good in maths." So what? Do you have money to pay an accountant? No, you don't. So you get those books and you balance them. Find a way to balance them. Go to YouTube University. They show you different ways of doing that. You really have to be very open-minded and to know that this is my baby, and if I don't take care of my baby, nobody else will. So learn marketing, learn sales, be very eloquent in terms of expressing yourself. And we keep telling ourselves anywhere we go, like, this is a potential customer, so please go and speak for yourself. You know, I think that's one thing I'd like to leave you guys with. Don't. It's not easy to have enough money to employ someone, so you really need to do that job yourself. So do it well. Learn. Ask people who've gone ahead of you. If you have, please get a mentor. By the way, in line with that, get a mentor, someone who's probably in your line. Maybe if it's in events, or for me, my business is very versatile. I'm a marketer by profession and I'm a communicator. So everything I do in terms of business is in line with that. I have a company that runs photography and videography. I have a company that does branding and merchandising. I do corporate emceeing. So pretty much everything I do is around communication and marketing. So getting a mentor will really help me in terms of ironing out what my purpose is, my goal is, and just finding my niche and succeeding in that. So even for her, get a mentor. A mentor will really help you. You know, the thing about a mentor is, you see the way tunambiangwa, you learn. Don't always learn from experience. If someone has gone before you and they've learned from their experience, why not be smart enough to learn from the mistakes they made and not make the same mistakes? You don't have to go and make those mistakes so that you can say you learned from experience. No. So yeah, I think that's it for me. How about you?
For me, my last point would be it is worth it. It is really worth it, to be honest. I think COVID messed up everything, but it also brought forth the entrepreneur in me, and I'm happier. I'm happier. I'm more at ease. I love what I'm doing. I can do what I love, you know, and it's also like opened up my mind to doing other businesses. So it is worth it. If you feel like that's the route you want to take, to be honest. Go for it.
So thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. I really love having such conversations because sometimes I wish I got some of these things. I learned some of these things from YouTube. I feel like sometimes YouTube can be very plastic and people are not honest about some of the struggles they face. So I'm hoping that my channel will be that safe space where we can speak about these real issues. And it being Sharon Ngugi's channel means everything about Sharon Ngugi. If it's fashion, because I love fashion. If it's makeup, if it's business, career, everything that is Sharon Ngugi is what I bring to you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it because Mercy and I loved to do it, and we hope that from our lessons you can pick a thing or two that will make your business better and your journey as an entrepreneur better. So thank you so much. In case you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free to subscribe. Share this video, comment, tell us what are some of the lessons. In fact, we can have a conversation on the comment section. Tell us what are some of the lessons that have resonated with you, what are some of the lessons that you can add on to this video to inspire someone out there. So thank you so much. Until next time, goodbye.